The popular reductionist gospel of our day seems to herald a message that says corrupt people can enjoy legal status change before an angry father, exempting them from judgment and all consequences for their continual rebellious hearts and lifestyles. In fact, the reductionist gospel, while pleasant to the ear and welcome to the flesh, seems to propagate a growing harvest of narcissism, unholy living, and fragmentation throughout the church.
Hello, brothers and sisters. Raven here to discuss something that was rather a pleasant surprise, but also disappointing. Need to give a big thanks and raise a big concern. Thank you to Homestead Heritage for actually putting up a video where they try to go into what is the gospel. I had challenged them to do this. I don't know if they went because of that, but they did make one. However, I don't see a whole lot of anything new in this. This says a lot of what they've said before. However, I do see a much more clever wording to a lot of this. And I'm not going to go into specifics because, like I said, I've already been into it. And as I've said before, they share it. If they came out and said it, I wouldn't need to. Right now, I just want to point out some things that are more of general aspects, nothing specific. The only thing that's a certain part of this I do want to touch on is what I played here at the start. What concerns me is I see this throughout the video where they pretty much do what I've talked about them doing all the time, which is a generalization and trying to make most of Christianity look bad. That right there, whether or not this is true, whether or not they're correct, all of that set aside doesn't change the fact that it means they're teaching different. They're teaching something different from us. That's what I've been trying to warn about. So watching this video, there's a few things you got to be careful with. Note, this is only a small step forward. This is just finally telling us what the gospel is. This is something that, as I pointed out, I haven't seen anywhere. It's not because I saw necessarily false teachings of it, though there were places where I was concerned that's what it was. It just seemed to me like they didn't even have it there. They left it out. Even when they mentioned the gospel, there was nothing of it. This video kind of shows me more confirmation. There are some things I've mentioned in the past. For instance, they're wanting to be rid of individuality, that they've come out and stated pretty clearly in this. So some of my concerns, they've kind of reaffirmed, they've kind of shown that, yeah, they'll come straight out and say it, which is nice. I'm very pleased they'll do that. Then there are other things where I see them just sort of hiding what they're really saying, making it more indirect between the lines, etc. And what I want to warn about with this is, as I've said in other videos, if you've seen them, never assume they're saying what you say or what you already believe. When they mention a particular faith, what do they mean? They don't define it. They even mention on their website, as I've shown, that it needs to be more defined, but they never do define it. They admit it's an issue, but they don't do anything to solve the issue. Also, Scripture. When they quote Scripture, check it. As always, I see them leaving out parts in this. I see them taking things out of context in this. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And one case in particular I need to point out is one where they go in and they quote from 2 Corinthians. However, there's a typo. They say it's from 1 Corinthians chapter 2. Really, it's from 2 Corinthians chapter 2. So, you gotta watch for that. That's why I'm pointing it out. Also, check it. So just, I'm not going to go into that. I'll just leave it to you. You look it, you check it. So this seems to be answering some questions. This seems to be trying to clarify. However, it doesn't necessarily. A lot of the answers, as I said, seem more indirect, between the lines, but I really can't know for sure because of that. If they're really giving the full answer, if they are giving the full answer, it means they've left out a lot of crucial parts to the gospel. If this isn't everything, then I really would want to know the rest. But as I've said, this doesn't change much. But there are a few things they have come out and said more plainly that had concerned me, and it's nice to know they're just going to come out and say it. So check it for yourself. I'll put the link in the description of the video and also in a comment. So go ahead, look at the video, watch it yourself. But as I said, be careful. Don't put faith in this video. Check it as I've told you to check mine. I'll see you guys next time. God bless.